President-elect Donald Trump is embroiled in lawsuits with two celebrity chefs weeks before he takes office. The two chefs backed out of separate restaurant deals in Trump's Washington, D.C. hotel after the president-elect made controversial comments about Mexican immigrants. After the deals fell apart, Mr. Trump sued both of the chefs. This week, his lawyers confirmed the cases will not be settled and are on their way to trial. Justice reporter Paula Reid joins us now from Washington with more. So, Paula, you were just in court. What did the lawyers say about the possibility of settling one of the cases, Geoffrey Zakarian's case?
Elaine, in court today, the lawyers said that they haven't been able to resolve this dispute, despite the fact that they've been trying for over a year. Trump sued these chefs, arguing that when they pulled out of his hotel, it cost him money. But they argue that it would have been impossible after his remarks about Hispanics to actually recruit the right staff or the right clientele to their restaurant. But at this point, neither one of these lawsuits have been resolved, and they keep moving towards a possible trial.
Well, Paula, you've confirmed that Mr. Trump will be deposed this week in the other case against José Andrés. Do we know any more details about where and when this deposition will take place?
Elaine, it's likely to take place sometime this week, likely in New York. Despite Trump's attorneys' efforts to get it either postponed or at least limited to a few hours, the judge has said that he must be deposed in the first week of January and that it can take up to 7 hours. Elaine, of course, that's a lot of time for anyone, especially someone running a country, but the judge would not move on this particular matter. So he will be deposed sometime in the next week.
Yeah, and so how would these lawsuits potentially impact the president-elect as he's transitioning into the White House?
It's a great question. When he was first elected, he had a lot more lawsuits on his plate. He has settled some, for example, the Trump University lawsuit. But that's a little bit different than this one. I think, and the reason he settled the Trump University lawsuit, in that particular case, people were accusing him of fraud. They were saying that he lied to these prospective students, that he was defrauding them out of their money and not promising what he returned. Elaine, that's not the kind of stuff you want following you around, particularly in the political arena. But this case is different. This case is about money. This is a meat and potatoes civil litigation. You're going to put some bean counters on the stand. They're going to say how much money you lost, how difficult it would have been to run a successful restaurant, and it will be a judge, not a jury, that will decide the damages. So it seems at this point, when it comes to this case, he's content to let the corporate lawyers take this through all the way to trial to potentially make his company whole again.
All right, we know you'll continue to keep an eye on it. Paula Reid in Washington. Paula, thanks.